2-minute call, open class, 2-minute call, open class. 89, your final call. All right, 14 to go, Dave Freeman. Welcome back, Dave. Nice to see the famous Hypersport Suzuki, of course. This is the marquee that started the era of Suzuki's famous run, winning over 25 years of New Zealand superbike road racing. No other brand has dominated to any effect such as Suzuki have on the New Zealand motorsport scene, and getting away to a fabulous start there for Dave. 228 now. With Matt Eggleton, the little riverman on the Yamaha FZR 1000. Final call for open class, final call for open class, 2 on the line. Here we are, the last 89 away. Fovo Dairy sponsored This Way Up motorcycle. Courtesy of Kiwi Span, New Zealand, Metza Tyres and Yamaha. Brings the visor down, that's the final part. Look at him, prepped out, ready to go. The XO letters, so well done to 228 to get away. 34 now for Dean Watson. Here we are, Dean. And does it on the little bike this time. Dean Watson, the Ashburton man on the New Zealand cylinders. RG Engine Services, Dyno Works, aboard a bike, 1989. Yamaha VFR 400. So, of course, VFR, single swing arm. First time we'd seen the single swing arm on a smaller bike. Honda had pioneered that as well, of course. The RC30 had shown us as well. Oh. Right, that's our 89's completed. 67, just making it Jay Lawrence. Here we are, the CMR Race Products, beautiful Moto Extreme bike. Here we are from Jay on this 1982 Suzuki. Look at that. No filters, no airbox, pure air breathing carburation on the beautiful bike. Listen to that. Power personified in the 67 bike, this beautiful 1982 Suzuki. The XR69. There we are away. Jay Lawrence, good work. I joked to Jay at the break before and said, oh, the circuit up here, not as rough as the Isle of Man. And he went, no way. In other words, yes it is. So giving you an idea. All right, here we are, courtesy of Scott Structural. Here we are now with our Southern Suzuki Open class. 601 to Opendale Fitch here on the Scott Structural, supported Access Man, Triumph 675, Dyno Works, Black's Fasteners as well. And of course, he'll be one of our super sports in action, because as a proficient speedway star, he's got to be one for the final. He's got to be in the final on Saturday night, surely. Yeah, nice work for Dale on the Scott Structural Access Man supported Triumph 675. Now up here to 167 for Richmond's Heath Boniger on the Ducati V4 1100, courtesy of Anchor Engineering, AB's Motorcycles, Metza Tyres. There it is, the V4 Panigale. Oh, listen, there's only one motorcycle that makes that noise. Beautiful bit of rubber here, of course, with a pure race spread slick on the rear. So he's got some quality racing tyres, and on a short hill climb like this, that tyre is working to the max. It is so tacky when you touch it, your fingers stick on the edges, and that's what they should be. Again, with world-class suspension on the back. He's ready to go. Beautiful AB's Motorcycles Ducati V4 Panigale. Of course, the smaller version is the V2, but this is the big girl. Opted to ride his big bike here today. He's often been on the small bike as well. Well done to Heath Bodiger. Right, charging good run off the line. .68 this time, Andy Wilson, for the second time in a row. Andy's been a little bit late up to the line, don't know quite what his problems has been. So here's Andy on the Guzzy, or Goodsey, my apologies. Back to our Open Class 193 and our Ducati Hyper Motard here for Phil Main. Once again, the distinctive sound of the V-twin this time, of course. The Hyper Motard effectively, the bike, although is a Motard type bike, is not actually eligible for many moto events in New Zealand because we don't run a lot of moto, what's called S1 category classes. For example, the Suzuki International Series race S2 class, as there are more general motorcycles available across the board. So very few S1 events. Right, 59 up there now for Murray Sutherland. Here he is on the Muzzers bike, supported Ducati, courtesy of Mechanica and Bumper Shop as well. Nice work, nice work. Listen to that. Again, the Ducati. We're rocking through them now, 85 back to James Hugenbosom. Nice work for the Heat Miser man, Hoogie. James Hoogie this time on the Repsol machine, courtesy of Mega Motorcycle Centre. Got all his quality racing gear on. Very fast man, again with his slicks on. This guy effectively averaging out in our top 5. So James had a very good start to the season 2 years ago and had a real chance to be New Zealand Supersport 600 champion until things just unwound themselves over the championship. But proved, I think he won 5 of the first 6 races that season. Oh, look at that on the 1,000. Wow, what a start. Traction to the max. That was a cracker. Well done up here with our superhero, Mr. Tony Rees. 30 plus years of international road racing for this man, now inducted into Motorcycling Hall of Fame. The credits go on, of course, World Endurance Racer. Of course, events like MotoGP, World Superbikes, or MotoGP under a different format would be fair to say, but you get the idea. World Endurance Racing is certainly a foray as well for Tony. All-round nice guy, sponsor, super dad of 2 boys. Special shout out to his lovely wife Vicky here to support him today, the lady behind Team Rees. Listen to this. This is, in fact, son Damo's bike that he used in the recent Suzuki International Road Race Series, where he almost took the win. Check out that beautiful carbon fibre fairing kit on it. Rumoured to be worth more than the value of my van. And again up again, trying to avoid the wheel spin and getting that front wheel on the ground. Straight into it again for Johnny. Here's the 54, Mr. Johnny Lewis, and he too on another Panigale V4 1103. Similar machine to that is piloted by Heath Boddicker and Johnny here at the moment. He's brought his F3 bike along as well, but because these 2 classes have run consecutively here, he's only been able to ride this bike, but I'm sure we're doing his F3 on Saturday for the E. Hayes and Son sprint race at Teretonga. So look for him to be what we call double classing. And off the line for the likeable Nelson builder of J. Lewis Limited, Mr. Johnny Lewis. 11 up here now for Super Seth, Mr. Seth Devereaux. Out of Tap Vegas, but showing us out of Wanaka on the MV Augusta F3, courtesy of Hallicraft, E&I Oils, Joe's Garage and Jag and Screen. Special shout out to team owner extraordinaire, the great Mr. Rod Price, superhero of mine on racetracks and off the racetracks for the 30-plus years that I've followed the sport. And a man, if we'd had 30 of the Rod Prices of this world, what a healthy state our sport would be in supporting and nurturing the sport as he's done so. And also, of course, as the owner of this bike and putting this Southland man on it, Mr. Seth Devereaux, out of the Trade Service Centre. Yeah, there he goes, and yeah, not too bad. A lovely field through the corner, getting good, getting good. That's the time run, that's the time run. This is the one that's going to count. 41 up next, 41. My apologies if missed this one off our list. As long as the officials have got it, doesn't matter that I haven't. Ready to go all the way. Again, another of our riders with a slick. First BMW, I think, probably in hindsight, I think it's our only BMW racing today. This, of course, is the famous BMW Superbike. And these will be the machines that both Kiwis Damon Rees and Shane Richardson will have when they compete in the British Superbike Championships this year. So, the fabulous BMW Moggy's M1 Racing, probably of note, as being the most dominant BMW race team in the country. And they recently had British rider over for the Suzuki International Road Race Series. All right, number 70 up this time. This is Brett Wilson from Christchurch on the first European-supported Metzler Shod RI stickers on board there. Quality Exxon leathers, and another rider opting for the slicks today. Look at all of that rubber. What a massive rubber to pick up on traction there. Notice the riders are one of the compulsions of doing this event, folks, because it is a closed circuit, like a street race as well, and that's what they call the tether switch. That's whereby they are effectively tied with that loose cord between the rider and the bike, so should the bike veer off the course, it will kill the engine. Call for Super Quad, 5-minute call, Super Quads, 5 minutes, Super Quads. Oh, sorry, my apologies, I'm ahead of myself. 5-minute call, 600s. 600, sorry, Super Quads, my fault. 5-minute call, 600s. Well, there it is, the DB4, folks. That is the Bi-Motor. There it is. Oh, DB3, sorry, DB3. This is a machine, DB3. All right, 64 up now. This is Mitchell Scammell on the Wanaka Power Sports Indian Motorcycles. This is the brand new FTR 1200 Indian. So check that out. Beautiful adjustable suspension. He's got a Nitron pack on it, I notice. A Nitron pack. That's the choice of a couple of the road race teams this year as well. Nitron. Nice start, Mitchell. Well done. Well, oh, he just went a fraction wide there. 2-minute call, 600s. 2 minutes call, 600s. All right, here we are, ready to go back to our Suzuki SV. Here it is, number 16 this time. Chris Burt, all the way from the city of Sales, Auckland. Sponsored by The Rub. There you go, The Rub and Metzler. 600s first up, best dressed. Final, oh, sorry, not final call. Call now. Thank you, 600s. 600s to the dummy grid. All right, 22 up here with Al Weir at the moment, the Tiana main on the Colleen Auto Electric supported Suzuki SV650. Might be an SV650, but I tell you what, there's very little standard about that machine. Got some very nice racing tyres on board, plus the fact it's got a high performance pipe in there. Just listening to that machine, you know how well tuned it has been. Courtesy of Tau now signs. Oh, look at that, the SV, that unique sound. All right, 999, Andrew Rudd back in here, and Andrew, well done. He's got the Honda CBR 1000RR, courtesy of Dynoworks, Honda Metzler and Maxima Oils. A few weeks ago on the way to Levels near Timaru for NZSBK round 2. Had the privilege of calling in to see Andrew's new operation there, Dynoworks, his own business. And man, oh man, the performance advantage that he is providing to motorcycles is just fantastic. Look at this. Oh, nice work as he peels through the corner. Good stuff, good stuff. Into our 600s, final call, 600s to the dummy grid. Final call, 600 class, courtesy of Golden Age Tavern and Anchorage Cafe and Bar, which is where we'll be for prize giving afterwards. All of you are welcome to join us. Come and meet the riders in person. So prize giving is a great thing. Good opportunity to meet and greet and talk. All of us, like many of you, with a passion for motorcycles. All right, straight into it now with Mike Kirkness. Good on you, Mike, here on the Southland Honda Young Henry's Brewing Company. Oh, getting a cracking gear change through there. Good work, good work. Winding it up. 14 up now. 14 here for Matt Horton out of Gore. And there he is. Got the wets, what we call the wets on. The ones with the very close together, very deep grooves with a lot of pliable rubber between there. So it gives you a good traction. But of course, on a wet track, it literally allows the water to be pumped clear. So that's why they're called a wet tyre. So at a road racing event for a class that uses slicks, when the event is called wet, that's when those tyres come into their own. 163 now, and Gareth Hamill on the 97 KX 500. .129, here we are, more girl power to make it happen. Katie Henry, hi Katie, third of our ladies we're talking about today. Katie, Stacey and Sue. Oh, listen to that. Some fantastic bark. Man, oh man, that has got some very crisp power. The Tyree Motorcycle Repairs Phoenix Otago bike. Got the course graphics again, proper motard tyre on it. Got a wet tyre for the front, but a proper racing tyre. On a drive all day today. My choice, so well done, Katie. Want all you ladies to get out and give her a big cheer today. So well done, Katie. She's pitted just up the hill here in the Phoenix Otago van. So please say hi, congratulate her for her effort today. Well done. We salute her. I hope you do as well. Katie Henry, one of our three ladies in action today. All right, rocking on with our program at the moment. 44 for Tawamutu's David Lewis on the Honda Hamilton Bridgestone tyres supported bike. So he's got the large tank as well, so done some modifications bike. So effectively that bike ready for cross country. You can actually do a reasonable race as such, because a motocross bike itself has a very small tank, a bit like a speedway bike, just enough to do a race, but that bike can have the longer tank, so therefore it can do a little bit more. All right, another Strang automotive machine up here. This is Joshua Iddles. Just a reminder to everybody. We are still doing a full round after this. We're still doing a full round. It has been a sighting lap, 2 practices, and now the first race. We will have a second race. Best time to count. Could it have been the first time? Could it be the next time? Could they still be getting faster out there? You betcha they are. 9 times out of 10, the best time will be their last run of the day. So another full round for our competitors today. Our time at the moment, just gone 3 o'clock, just gone 3. And this is towards the end. A call now for our 5-minute call super quads. 5-minute call for super quads. I've got to look at Cyprus here. I think it was number 10. My apologies. I think it was James. All right, 29 here at the moment for Robert Goodman here on the YZF 450. Actually a 2008 model bike, so effectively now 12 years old, but hey, it doesn't matter about the technology, as many of the technology features for motocross are all to do with handling and suspension, and in this day and age, when you've converted it to a road bike, they mean much less than they would should it still be an off-road bike. So, bike is very well suited to doing motard racing. 75 up here today now, and 75 is Dylan again, Dylan Stanley. Dylan, one of the few riders that is doing 2, because luckily he's in the first group and in the second, so he's on the old bike, and now he comes out on the modern bike, courtesy of Southland Honda, so good on you, Dylan. Double passing today, he's getting an absolute thrill, bang for his buck. More races than anybody else. This for him now would be 1, 3, 5, what, 7th? Yep. 7th time he's been up the hill today, so all right, here we are with the electric motor. So folks, if you just joined us, the new era of the electric bike, this is called the Alta. Do your homework on this one, ALTA, the electric bike. Now watch it take off, because man, oh man, you want to hang on. We're going to go quiet to allow us to have a listen as well, and watch what happens, because literally you turn on the switch, and the man, of course, who holds the outright lap record here on this hill, this is Mr. Brian Hampton. Ready? That's what happens when you just turn it on. It's electric, it goes, and one of the cool features about the electric age is, of course, the ability to get up and go greater than ever before. The acceleration required for an internal combustion engine is significant. All right, here we are with our super blush fisherman, Mr. Quinn Fowler, on the letter V at the moment, courtesy of Fowler Fishing and No Exit Inc. Two-minute call for super quads, 2-minute call for super quads, just 5 competitors to go. Well, here we are with young Cormac, youngest person ever here at the BurtMunro, youngest ever, 13 years of age. Here we are on this fantastic Motor Academy bike, the KTM IMD, KTM Power 250. This is very similar to a Moto 3 bike you might find on MotoGP TV if you're watching the Moto 3 bus. And getting away off the line, beautiful to see young Cormac Buchanan, the new name of motorsport in New Zealand, and proudly here in Southland. Cormac Buchanan, listen out for that name. Join his fan club. All right, here we are back to our 2-strokes. Only a handful of 2-strokes in our lineup today. So here we are now with 118 and Paul Botter. This is the AF. So what it is, of course, we put it inside the 2-stroke inside the later frame. It's a state-of-the-art bike. Effectively, it's got a older engine inside a later model frame. So nice to see. Right, 7:32. Spin the page for Cole Scammell. And on a Brent Scammell Honda, of course. On the Honda CRF 450. So if you just like to have a look at Cole's hand, he's actually activating the front brake. He's holding the front brake on. He's holding a bit of throttle and he's going to let the brake off. So it's a good way to keep him in trim so he doesn't break the line. So he's effectively been able to warm the bike up and already start to let the clutch out and just be creeping but holding it with the brake. So great way to start. Here we are with the great local in Barry Summers. So well done to Barry here on the VDB 550. This beautiful machine, as John reminded us before, once it came to New Zealand, bought by a former Wanganui and now Taranaki man Craig Flood, and then purchased by Barry to race. So it's his pride and joy in the stables. It's the Aprilia SXV, and this is a V-twin, of course. That same machine as a 450 is raced in World Motocross as well. Ridden by none other than Kiwi star Mr. Josh Coppins. All right, 655 we're up to here now. 655 Carter Strang out of Wallace down here on the Strang Automotive FS. So again, this is a full spec motard bike. So this is how Mr. Husqvarna has produced it, rather than many other motards you watch have been converted motocross bikes. So this is the full-flung motard version out of Power Zone. Husqvarna agents for effectively Otago, Canterbury. They're based out of Balclutha, and lovely family, the Bond family. So anybody interested in machines from Husqvarna, certainly recommend going to see them. A brand that people think is no longer around, but I can tell you what, it certainly is, and more so than ever before. Yeah, away we go. Good work by Carter on the Strang Automotive. Final call, oh sorry, full call for Superquads. Superquads to dummy grid. Thank you, Superquads. To the dummy grid now. Thank you, Superquads. 5 of those left. Along with these 3 or 4, we're into our final stages. All of this for the 600 class. Don't miss out, 600s. Don't miss out. Don't think you're going to leave it till the last minute. The timing has been reset, and with 2 machines on this course at any one time, we are getting even better timing, so well done. That's number 5, of course, of Neil. Here we are, 62, going all the way. Not quite sure how we hit the 62. With the RD Yamaha, the distinctive sound, 71. As the pair goes on, Mr. Darcy Prendergast. Well done to Darcy. First came and rode here on a Honda 650 a few moons ago, and well placed on that big bike, but time to move up, or in his case really move down, because 650 down to 450, but the 450 actually puts out more power than the XR 650. Beautiful, of course, the twin port exhaust system that Honda has been so famous for. Courtesy of Dyno Works, unforeseen decals, motor oil in there. Dyno Works starting it away. Good one, Darcy. Darcy Prendergast. Good work. Right, final call for Superquads. 2 to go in our 2-wheel lineup. Here we are, the 542. Oh, there we go, 542 of the 2-stroke. This time, Jared Cox. Welcome on board, Jared. He had his nylons and shirt and moto boots on Saturday. Competed the first round of the Fox Motocross Nationals at Balclutha, the track that as we speak is completely underwater. So that's an irony of racing on Saturday in the sun and the dust, and then by the following week completely underwater on the banks of the Balclutha River. Sorry, the Clutha River in Balclutha. You get the idea. All right, there we are, Jared. Good work. Jared Cox away. Right, here it is. You saved the best 2-wheeler for last. This is a man who was the fastest after practice here today. He was a champion here last year, all the way from Wanganui on the Dibbon Swartz motorcycles, Barracks Sports Bar. Brian Bernard Racing's aboard at Total Span Building, and Mick Paul Inspections. This is young Richie Dibbon himself. And when the team left from Timaru 3 weeks ago, they drove the ute and trailer down here to Southland, hopped on a plane and went all the way home so they could hop on a plane and fly in here yesterday, for which they did, and they'll be driving home. If Brian Bernard's driving, I don't know whether I'll be able to keep up if I'm going back. All Right, we're ready, Richie. Let's get ready. There we go, Richie diving away. There he is, tucking it up in there, getting a superb start off the line. So, love your work, Richie. Of course, the man who's leading the current New Zealand Superbike Road Race Championships in our 600 Supersport class. All right, Gasoline Alley Services and our 5 competitors left for our Super Quad class. 86 now for Rishun on the Yamaha YFZ 450. Super Quads are flying here in the outside of 256 in Duncan Knox, the West Melton man, again with those Nerf bars, doubling as both the fact that they're a protection bar of between your front wheel and your back wheel, but also the webbing across them means that should your foot slip on a peg, which it can do on many occasions on these machines, your foot then doesn't drop down and go underneath the back wheel. If any of you have ridden the old days of a three-wheeler or a quad, you'll have known what that can be like. Sweet sound with that Yoshi pipe tucked on it. Nice little accessory. The Suzuki LTR. Right, just 3 to go. 77 up next for Alistair McRae out of Rangiora on the Versatile Homes Raptor 700. Not quite as gleaming and as strong as the last one, but again with those Nerf bars. Another popular choice with the Yoshimura Performance pipe on the back. 700cc single. Here we go, our big 2 beasts left for last. The 96 of the Ian Newman, stepping it up big time. There you go, folks. The Suzuki 1000 engine inside the Honda TRX. Look at the beautiful work on the pipes to come out of the side here. It just looks magnificent. Effectively, it's a 2 into 1 on each side. Effectively 4 into 2. Do we save the best till last? Is this the fastest? We'll find out with the time shortly. This is Lester Schroeder on the Richmond Vehicle Testing Station supported Super Quad. This one, the Yamaha YZF-R1. So effectively, this is the Yamaha engine inside the Yamaha quad chassis. A little bit of a strengthening has gone on, of course. He's still got his own version of a Nerf bar, if you notice. Doesn't want to have that foot slip off. So he still has a Nerf bar. You'll hear it coming if you can't see it, that's for sure. Wicked. All right, there we go. Now, what that is, folks, is that is halfway through the race today. Okay, so we had a sighting lap, we've had 2 practices. That was their first time run. They will get a second time run for everybody. We've still got 2 sessions to go, 2 sessions to go. Folks, will be a good opportunity if you do want to cross the, when we say cross the track, this area around here. So feel free. The food's over here, the coffees are here, the merchandise. If you check the merchandise, if you bought your T-shirt, what about a hill climb T-shirt? Not just a BurtMunro Challenge one, not just a rally one, the hill climb one. Only 2 sizes left today, 2 sizes left. There's Mocha Rocker coffee, there is food available as well. So please take an opportunity and check it out. So food available now. So a reminder, of course, still double run. Watch out, the bikes are coming down. Remembering that at the bottom of the hill here, they turn their direction left, and some of you down the bottom might be the right.